is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. They're brought out by an undrafted player who's electrified in a couple of starting opportunities here in the league. I know you did the same when you covered him in college. It's Tyler Huntley.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks, make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Trucks a defender. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They go play action on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw here, third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. He has this down to the 34. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
34-yard line.
Get it! From the gun, Taylor. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're going option keeper on first and 10. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Throwing off the play fake. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Ready? 70 steps, go!
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. He'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, a most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
Going to the ground again on throws. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. All the left side. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And they bring him down around the 34. That's good for a couple of yards. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chain. First down throw for Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. You know, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, play action. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Second down carry for Taylor. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Here's Huntley. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan, and all in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now Huntley. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That's a gain
Good
of
luck
7.
defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. There's a 50-yard look from the right half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. The drive begins with Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, King, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Caught by Flower. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing again is Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Hold on. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. We'll give right side to Henry. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And this one does not go far.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Jackson now on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Only got a yard, but all they needed was an inch or two. That's going to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. And after the play, one of the Colts is still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal. 4th down, pass coming. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And that was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Lamar back to throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. And not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Huntley. He can run it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Huntley now to throw. He's keeping it again. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35. They get 35 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's running with it. And he's tackled for no gain. Now we'll get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
We'll send a receiver left. Here's Huntley to throw. Took off with it again. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, he didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Making the call himself. Oh, he loses the football. And the Ravens make the recovery. And they're going to take possession of the football. They're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Pass complete to Walker. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action now with Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jarmarius Ward picks it off. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. So less than a field goal separating these teams. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Hartman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would give them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens jump in front now by 5. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Taylor again. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Now third down and 9 yards to go.
They'll throw. Third and long. Throwing the out route complete. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
18 Cardinal.
Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on fourth down, and they get the successful conversion.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it.
They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is second and long. Here's the backup. First throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. Into the second level past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grab the lead on their first series of the half. Shane Steichen sticking with his offense. They're trying for 2 more. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. It puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Play fake. Jackson. It connects down the sideline. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Lamar now from the gun. Cut out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Jackson's going to throw again. Escapes out to the left. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news lose for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still first down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Jackson yet again. Drop this one down for Henry. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Connects on the crosser. He's going to bring this down to their 35. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Another run for Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
On 1st down, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Into the hands of Walker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down.
No, we changed it.
From the red zone on 1st. Has it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground. Taylor. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on it.
No place to go. Ravens take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck.
And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Stonehouse. Ooh, offense catches it right there. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Henry on second. Fights his way through a tackle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Running once more with Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead. You get what you need.
13.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Finding Flowers. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Timeout Indianapolis. That's in 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Back to Henry. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. The off-season. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Read a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts needing 4 points. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw it. That finds Pittman, complete. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts jump in front late. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That pass pulled in by Henry. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Mark Andrews. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
And again, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Gun snap to Leonard. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up a third down.
Here he goes. One final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some